Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to a Wednesday edition of the Maney and LauRen Morning Show. Today is the 13th of November.
So I went to a movie screening last night with my girlfriend.
What'd you see?
The Red One? Or Red One, I guess it's called.
With who?
It's a Christmas movie. And it was actually really good, but it is marketed as a children's movie. And there was a moment before I left for the movie where I was like, I know it's a girls' night because I went with a bunch of my girlfriends. I was like, but it's a kids' movie. I was like, maybe I'll just take cash with me. And then I was like, it's a 7:00 start. Then he won't get home until 9:30. Then by the time we get to bed, it'll be 10. It's just too late for a school night. Thank God I did not take him to this movie. He would have been traumatized for 6 years.
Yeah.
Just because of the characters. It's like Christmas meets Star Wars, meets action movie.
Yeah, so it's one of those fake Christmas movies.
Well, it was good, but it was definitely an action movie with like scary characters.
Yeah.
It's for like your son's age.
Okay.
Like the older kids, the 10, 11, 12s. But it was a good movie. My
son went to watch the Marvin High School soccer team play soccer last night.
Cute.
And he went with a friend and his mom. And LauRen, last night was our first indication of what life is going to be as Dean gets older and eventually into high school. Because Ruby crashed out early.
Oh.
Amanda and I were watching Shrinks on Apple, watched one episode, half of another, and she goes, I'm cooked. I go, all right, well, I'm going to stay up in the bed. Normally I go back down. I was like, I'm just relaxing today. I'm going to watch the hockey game here, and I'll wait for Dean. We were both up in bed. I had teeth brushed, everything. All I needed was Dean to get home, turn off my light, and go to bed. And that's exactly what happened. Like, I heard him come in like around 9 o'clock. I go, buddy, turn off all the lights downstairs. Dog's good. She's out. And brush your teeth, take your ADD pill, and go to bed. And he was the last one to bed. And that was like, I'm sitting there laying and I'm going, I'm waiting for him to come home.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. No, I can't even see the light yet.
No, and it reminded me of like what my parents must have felt like. You know, I mean, and of course, I'm talking about in high school and even when I lived at home during college, my mom waited there to hear the door open or hear the garage open just to know that we're safe and we're home and everybody's back in. And I got a taste of that last night. I see you dressed in a long sleeve today. I'm in a sweatshirt, and that's really funny based on how the show went yesterday, you guys. LauRen's in here going, oh, my God, it's freezing. I'm freezing. And she's looking at the thermostat, and she's like, it's so cold. And I'm like, I'm okay. I had a long sleeve shirt on. I had jeans on. And LauRen's like, oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. I go, yeah, because you're wearing a belly shirt. In November.
It was not a belly shirt.
It was a belly shirt.
It wasn't a belly shirt.
Your belly was showing.
No, it wasn't. Not unless I put my hands up.
Okay.
It was a cropped sweatshirt. And it wasn't like belly cropped. It was like waist or hip length cropped.
Did it have long sleeves?
Yes.
Well, you were.
And I had long pants on.
Yes, but you were cold because you weren't dressed for the weather.
Lies.
No, do we have the video of your crop top?
Yeah, I haven't edited it yet, but yes, we have it.
Well, edit it and put it up there so people can see that you were wearing a belly shirt yesterday.
Give me like 20 minutes.
All right. According to the University of Miami, it is going to be a rough cold and flu season. And the University of Miami says to increase levels of virus attacking white blood cells by at least 20%, simply have your partner give you a foot rub for at least 10 minutes. A daily foot rub allows lower cortisol stress hormones, which weaken our immunity.
Get out of here.
Amanda can't give me a foot rub because I am so freaking sensitive and ticklish in my foot area.
Can you go for a pedicure?
No, but there's something else. So I was going to say, if you're like me, go for a pedicure. That's not massaging the white blood cells.
Yeah, they massage your feet.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't do that. I'll giggle and laugh and kick somebody.
How often?
A daily foot rub lowers cortisol stress hormones, which weaken our immunity. If your partner isn't into giving you a foot rub or you're ticklish like me, a 10-minute scalp massage has the same exact effect.
Do you know there's all these scalp or head spas, I think they're called, popping up in Charlotte? I think there's like 3 or 4 of them now, but it's like a massage, an hour massage for your head. I'm dying to try one.
An hour on your head?
Yes. They like...
That would take out so many of my hairs that I already am losing.
Well, I guess it's like going to get a facial, but for your head.
Okay.
So like they put conditioners on it, then they like let the water run on it, then they massage it, and then they blow your hair out at the end. I'm like, oh, I want to go so badly. That sounds amazing.
Don't tell my wife about it. She'll find out about it. Become a member. A weekly member. Anyway, fight the cold and flu season by giving your partner and asking your partner for a foot massage.
We're aware of Apple products spying on us, Amazon, Alexa spying on us.
100.
Well, now an unexpected home gadget in your kitchen might also be spying on you, according to a new report from the Daily Mail.
That's not linked to any of those things?
No, air fryers, LauRen.
What?
Many popular home gadgets, from air fryers to smart TVs, might be collecting more personal information than you realize, with your focus mainly on devices from Apple, like Apple Watches and Amazon Alexas and Google, the Google devices. A group called Which did a study, and it's WHICH, not like that.
Okay.
Not that kind of witch. Although that was a pretty good witch laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Their study found that some air fryers and smartwatches can track your precise location. TVs can record audio and send that data to servers in other countries.
How? If they're not Bluetooth enabled.
Smart tech manufacturers collect data from consumers with little or no transparency, said Harry Rose, the editor at Which. Among the findings, some air fryers send personal data to servers in China, while these smart TVs required zip codes or were linked to trackers from Facebook and Google. Smart speakers also raise concerns, like we've talked about. Amazon and Google offer privacy controls, and so do these other devices, which recommends checking out all your device permissions on any appliance you have in your home now. You know, I was in the market for a new refrigerator, and a certain, I think it's Samsung refrigerator, you can connect through the internet. And
so that you can order things.
You can order things, and if there's an issue, it shoots an issue to Samsung, and then they can have a tech company come out and fix it. It all sounds really great, but, like, what else are they taking? Like, do they know how many times I go in and try and get a beer, or when someone opens it in the middle of the night for a late-night snack?
Does that bother you? That doesn't bother me.
No, but it's just Big Brother spying on you.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
We keep our air fryer in the garage already. And
you do?
Yeah, and it's not for the reason that I'm afraid anyone's spying on me. I don't like the smell that it makes in the house.
I get that.
So we keep it out there.
So
but we use ours like 4 times a day.
That's why I'm surprised. So somebody's going out to the garage 4 times a day?
Yep.
By the way, the research looked at 3 different air fryers and specifically found that models from Exomia and Agostar sent people's data to servers directly in China. The air fryers also wanted to record audios on users' smartphone, but no reason was specified. So anyway, just keep that in mind. By the way, aside from this strange tracking, the air fryers tested were also found to ask precise location of the air fryer, as well as the gender and date of birth. Although the latter was optional when setting up an owner account for the Agostar air fryer.
Interesting.
They want to know everything.
Hey, I forgot to tell you something the other day. When we were at bingo.
Yeah.
We had a lot of listeners there, and it was nice to get some FaceTime with everyone.
Yep.
But I was talking to this one woman, and I don't know whether to be proud of this, ashamed of it, or laugh at it. Okay. I'm standing there talking to her for a second, and I love the show, blah, blah, blah. I've been following you guys since, LauRen, since you announced your pregnancy with Cashton, which was
8 years ago.
9 years ago, really. And
so that would put us at like 2016.
Yeah.
That's good.
So she's like, I remember listening and crying. So when I got pregnant, I just felt this like connection to you. Well, she told me that she went into labor while listening to the show.
In the morning, I guess.
morning. So she's like, I can't remember what she told me we were talking about, but she knew specifically what we were talking about. And
She remembers a specific bit that we were talking about
Yes.
because she'll never forget the moment she went into labor.
I guess not.
Ah.
But she said she laughed and her water broke.
And
And then she had to go to the hospital, obviously.
I'm glad we made her laugh and her water broke. I think I kind of remember that person calling in once or something similar to that.
I don't know, but I got a kick out of the fact
Yeah.
that we made her laugh so hard her water broke.
I know we've talked about where has your water broken, and people have been everywhere, on the plane, in a drive-through. That's funny though. I wonder. Oh, do you know the other day we had a winner for a contest we were doing, and she really sounded distracted on the air.
I do remember that.
So when our screener took the call off the air, I said, make sure she's okay. She seemed like distracted. She goes, there was a trooper behind me the whole way.
And she was afraid she was going to get pulled over.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and she didn't mention that on the air. But I wonder if anybody's gotten pulled over while listening to the Maney and LauRen morning show.
What happens to y'all while you're listening to the show?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, because we're in this room in a vortex, just doing a radio show, pumping out content for you, pumping out laughs, getting you to think, maybe getting you evoke some emotion. Like maybe I know some people cried during our "How Can We Help You" segment, and it's like that's all we do. But like we don't know what y'all are doing. We're assuming you're commuting or working from home or whatever you are. But that's a good question. What happened to you when you were listening at any point to the Maney and LauRen morning show? What were you doing? Did you get pulled over? Did you like realize that maybe your partner was cheating on you after a War of the Roses?
People
Yes.
magazine called
Yeah.
you specifically last night.
At like 7:45.
Okay.
I got a call that said scam likely. Then 10 minutes later, I got a call that said people. And I was like, oh, I'll answer it. I go, hello. They go, hey, Maney, we got some news for you. It's Jennifer here at People Magazine. I go, hey, what's up, Jennifer? She goes, I just want to let you know you did not win the sexiest man alive.
That was nice of them to call you.
And then she goes, and by the way, it's not Jennifer. It's your cousin Maureen calling from New York. I just want to say hi. Anyway, who won? It came out, right? The sexiest man alive.
It did.
Are you going to give us a reveal here? I mean, people might already know, but maybe they don't. Well, I want to know your thoughts on the man.
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
He is the sexiest man alive for 2024.
Jim from The Office. I mean, my gosh.
So I think he's attractive.
He's cute.
He's
a cutie patootie, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's funny, and then that gives him, points from there. He's not specifically my type, but I understand the sex appeal and the allure there.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I saw the big news, too, was that...
and I like Emily Blunt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The big news there was that Emily Blunt was like, I'm so amazed at him. He's awesome.
Like their couple goals, you know what I mean? Which is why I think that adds to the sexiness too, right? Like everybody, women love a family man.
Yeah.
And
then
he adores his wife.
He was on Stephen Colbert and he said, I immediately blacked out. I actually had no thoughts other than maybe I was being punked. See, he felt like I felt when I got the phone call.
Oh, right. But for the opposite reason.
Yeah, exactly. But I saw that Benny Blanco, the super producer, was in the running as well. But yeah, congratulations to John Krasinski. Here he is accepting on the Colbert Show.
Without further ado, Joe, a drum roll, please. This year's People's Sexiest Man Alive is John Krasinski.
Man, you did it the same exact way, LauRen.
Yeah, with the big dramatic pause. Yeah.
Take that, Stephen Colbert. We could do that as well. T, we want the 3 in the QC.
Okay, so I think we have to start with the Charlotte FC because they just wrapped up their season.
Yes.
Made the playoffs. And our goalkeeper won the MLS Goalkeeper of the Year.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Yeah.
He was a stud. He did awesome at the shootout in the playoff game that we won here at the bank.
All right, so this is the story I think you're going to love. There is a TikTok video going viral, which I just reposted to our Instagram stories if you want to see it. at the ML Morning Show. You can also go and vote on if I had a belly shirt on yesterday, because that video is up there too.
You did, but okay.
But this video is going viral on TikTok. It is a man riding a horse, drinking a beer, and he claims that you cannot get a DUI in North Carolina while riding a horse. And then he says, look it up, look it up. So we looked it up. And you cannot get a DUI while riding a horse in North Carolina.
Why did you say I would love that story?
Because it was just a funny North Carolina story. And remember, I was in Montana and I saw a man riding a horse,
That's
drinking
right.
a beer in chaps, and you loved that.
Yes.
And he was just like riding down Main Street. I was like, love a cowboy with a beer. But
can the horse get a DUI if he's drinking the beer, like if he licked it up off the ground?
No, I don't think so, because he's just walking. However, you can get a DUI, just for reference, on a bike or a lawnmower in North Carolina.
I knew that. I knew that. I saw somebody get a DUI like out in Albemarle on a mower.
And I am all in for Christmas. You can also see the big Christmas tree that I'm dying to put up in my house. But the Southern Christmas Show kicks off tomorrow, November 14th. It runs through the 24th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. 400 plus vendors. Santa will be there. You can take your kids to go see him. $20 to get in.
I know Kiss has a ton of tickets, so
Yes.
just keep listening. We'll give those away.
Absolutely. That's your 3 in the QC.
You got a father-son duo today.
Oh, James and Jameson?
That's right.
Oh, my gosh. Look at you two.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you ready to play a quick game with us?
Now or never. I hope so. Let's do it.
You guys ever played before, or is this your first time?
This is the first time.
All right. You know what to do.
All right. LauRen, head on out of there.
All right. I'm going.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, are you playing the wrong game?
No, this is the right game. I lost my questions.
Ah.
Oh, crap. Hold on, everybody.
Oh, boy. Well,
No, hold on.
I'll stay just to help you fill time until you find them.
I don't know what happened to
Maney is...
Okay. I lost my questions, but they just sent me a copy. Got it back. All right.
Good. All
Okay.
right, I'm really leaving then.
All right.
Goodbye.
Whew. Where did they go? Sometimes papers around here are like socks, James. You just lose them, and you don't know where they go.
We understand.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 for you guys. People's Sexiest Man Alive is out, and John Krasinski won. He played Jim Halpert on what paper sales show?
The Office.
A bar song is number 1 on the Billboard chart for the 17th week in a row. It's performed by... Oh, we play it a lot on this show.
I know.
3,
Pass.
2. Okay, no answer there. Question 3. Someone made a really bad guess on a puzzle on this Solve the Phrase game show. What show is that? It's been around a long time. All right, question 4. Britney Spears dropped her final child support payment to her baby daddy. Who is he? They go back a long way.
Kevin Federline?
Yes. Question 5. HBO says a movie about their series about the Khaleesi is coming. What show is turning into a flick? HBO says a movie about their series about the Khaleesi is coming. What show is turning into a flick? What show is that? 3,
No idea.
2, 1, no answer. All right, come on in, LauRen. Now, these questions I did not write today. Our intern wrote the questions today.
With the rough start.
Well, I mean, he got 2 right,
Oh,
but...
I meant your rough start with your questions.
I got the questions out okay, but yesterday I wrote the questions. Everybody thought they were hard. Today I didn't write the questions, and he got 2 right. So let's see how you do. Here we go. Question number 1. People's Sexiest Man Alive is out, and John Krasinski won. He played Jim Halpert on what paper sales show?
The Office.
There you go. 1-1. Question 2. A bar song is number 1 on the Billboard chart for the 17th week. It's performed by...
Shabuzi.
Gotta know that. Shabuzi. Yeah, we play that song a lot on the show. They didn't get that one, so it's 2-1 Ren. Someone made a really bad guess on a puzzle on this Solve the Phrase game show.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune's the answer we were looking for. He went with Jeopardy. I could see you solve the phrase. Yeah. But he said eating a lot of sausage or something. I'll pull the audio later. It's really funny. I want to get to that.
I saw it.
Britney Spears dropped her final child support payment to her baby daddy. Who is he?
Kevin Federline.
They knew that one. So it is 4-2, Ren. And question 5. HBO says a movie about their series about the Khaleesi is in early stage production. What show is turning into a flick?
Game of Thrones?
That is right. Game of Thrones is the answer we were looking for there, you guys. Final score, LauRen 5 and James and Jameson 2.
James, Jameson. I mean, you have awesome names, but didn't quite get the...
Well, we cannot beat LauRen.
Thanks for playing, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. We're going to play another game, back-to-back games with you, Ren, because I love this game. We want to give away Justin Timberlake tickets right around 7:50 this morning, so just a little about 10 minutes from now. So Justin Timberlake has done the U.S. tour, city to city to city. We're going to play Has LauRen Been USA edition.
Ooh.
All right, Maria, here we go. I'm going to give you the city that Justin Timberlake visited or is going to visit throughout his tour in 2025. And you have to guess whether or not the not only international traveler, but the national traveler, LauRen, guess whether or not she's been to that city, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll start off with an easy one. Pittsburgh. Has LauRen been?
Yes.
And why do we know that, LauRen?
Because I'm from Pittsburgh.
That's right. She lived in Pittsburgh, so of course she's been to Pittsburgh. What if we go a little further west? Cleveland. Has LauRen been?
No.
Yeah, I would say no, too. I don't think there's a reason for her to be in Cleveland.
Really? You don't think I've ever been to Cleveland?
No.
Huh? I have been.
You have?
Yeah.
Did you go visit the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list, actually.
I was there when Dan Marino was inducted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that Hall of Fame.
Well, that's Canton, but we did go through. I've been,
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
too. Okay, listen, I want to know if she's ever been to the city where I worked and met my wife before I moved here. Has she ever been to Memphis, the home of Justin Timberlake? Has LauRen been?
Yes.
No?
I have not.
You've never been to Memphis?
Never been to
Oh,
Memphis.
wow. Okay.
We've got to take a trip.
What about Austin, Texas? That's a happening spot. LauRen's miss happening. But has she been to
Definitely.
Austin? Yes, definitely, she says.
Yes.
Yeah, you have?
100% I have, yeah.
Let's go further south. Has she ever spent time in San Diego? We know she loves her some Napa. Justin Timberlake's not going there. He is stopping in San Diego, though.
No.
Is that
I
right?
have been.
Oh, you have been? Yeah. See?
Sorry.
I'm telling you. Oklahoma
San Diego.
City.
No.
Yeah, what would I be doing in Oklahoma City?
Maria's wondering the same
Yeah,
thing.
I have not been to Oklahoma
All right,
City.
last one. Salt Lake City. It's a beautiful city. You're not a huge skier. You do like to ski, but you're not a huge skier. I can't imagine you ever spending time in Salt Lake City. Maria, has LauRen been?
Yes.
I have been.
You have?
Yeah.
Where were
I've
you-
been skiing there, and I have family who lives out there.
Of course you have. You have Mormon family or no?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. If you've been out on a date with somebody and things went really well, maybe you never went on the date. We've had those in the past. And maybe you've been on 6 months worth of dating someone. We want to know whether or not you should date or dump the person. You could DM us at the ML Morning Show. Tell us what's going on. And that's what Willow did. We have a long list of people, too. We're going to try and get to as many as we can before the end of the year.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Willow.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're good. Willow, tell us about this guy and what the chemistry between you, and then what happened to make you throw the flag.
Yes. All right. Well, we met on Bumble. He's a total smoke show.
Hey-o.
I'd only been on Bumble for a few weeks, so I was hesitant to reach out, but the wine made me.
Yeah.
The wine made me do it. I say that constantly.
Yeah, that's what isn't Bumble the one where the women control
Yeah.
whether or not they
Yeah,
want to
you
date
reach
the
out
guy?
first,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes. So I was hesitant to reach out, but he was totally nice. We exchanged numbers. He asked me out to a date, so that was sweet of him.
Mm-hmm.
We met for lunch, then we went to a wine bar. Had a
Okay.
great date. Yeah, it ended with a kiss on the cheek, so
Okay.
it's super sweet.
On the first date,
You know.
you got a cheek kiss?
Yes. on the
Okay.
first date. He was a gentleman.
Yeah.
He like opened my car door.
Good
like,
connection.
he was, yes, exactly. So the second date, that was dinner, and it was good. and we played this game called Tell Me One Thing. I said,
Hold on, let me write that down. That's actually a good topic.
And we're playing games on the date?
I like that.
I don't hate that.
getting to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a good way to find out,
Yes.
like more things about each other than we wouldn't normally tell people. So
Mhm.
I said I believe in aliens because my uncle was abducted, but we won't even get into that. That's a different story.
Wait. No,
Can we just
Willow.
have her on again for a whole nother topic?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
I don't want to get derailed here.
I know you don't, but dead serious, your uncle is one of the percentage of Americans who've been abducted by an alien, and you believe him?
I swear to God, he's never been the same since. Like, yeah. It was,
How can I move past this?
I know.
All right.
I know. No, we'll have her on
He
again.
could be in a documentary or something. Like, yeah, they have to do something on him. Because anyway,
Okay, and you're concerned about what he said at the dinner after
Right.
that. Okay. Well, what the hell could he do to top that?
yeah. Okay, well, he said he sleeps with his childhood blankie. So it sounded cute at first, but the more I thought about it, the more I feel like maybe it's not cute.
At least it's not
Like
a
maybe,
teddy bear or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, I mean, I have cousins that still sleep with teddy bears, but I don't know. They're in their 20s.
Are those the
I
same
don't know.
cousins whose dad was abducted by aliens, or the different family?
Pretty close.
Okay.
They actually
Okay.
don't live too far away.
Okay, all right. So let me
But
ask you this,
anyway,
because you
yeah.
say that he tells you, and you guys play on the date, tell me one thing. You say, I believe in aliens, and he says, well, I'll tell you one thing. I still sleep with my childhood blankie. Now, let me come to his defense, because maybe we're thinking the wrong thing here. Maybe it's not that Linus from Peanuts type blankie. Maybe, well, first of all, did he use the word blankie or blanket?
He said my childhood blanket. But,
Okay, so
like,
get my
I
point
kinda
here.
I'm
joked,
following
and
you.
I said blankie. And then we joked about it being a blankie, and he's like, yeah, blankie. Or whatever,
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say if it was a
don't know.
blanket, maybe it's like a quilt that he has since his childhood. But then you said blankie, and he agreed that it's a blankie. So, like, he chews on it.
Ooh.
it
I hope not.
stinks
Not as
because-
an adult.
I mean, how old is this guy?
He's 32.
Oh, that's 32 years of gunk on that blankie.
I'm sure he's washed it.
Yeah,
You
like,
can't.
that's a great question. I should have asked if he, like, chews on it. Or, I know his grandma gave it to him, so it's, like, really sentimental to him. So I don't foresee him, like, just getting rid of it. I don't know. Maybe it's trouble.
All right.
Before we all like jump down this dude's throat, it could just be something that's like thrown on the bed.
That's what I was
Maybe
thinking.
he's not like cuddling with it and like, because personally, I don't want to compete with a blanket. Like, I would like to be cuddled. I don't need you cuddling with that and it being in the middle of us. But
Yeah, that's true.
I also don't think anybody in their 30s is like still sucking their thumb and biting on the blanket.
I think it's kind of healthy that he has an emotional connection and told you that he still sleeps with his childhood blankie, All right, first text. I always like to read the first text before we call out and tell everyone else to text in. Someone says, I see nothing wrong with an adult sleeping with a blankie. I'm 25 and I still sleep with my childhood blankie, and I have since I was 3. It is perfectly intact, and I love it for him. You guys, we have a huge percentage. I mean, maybe 90% of the 50 or so text messages that just came in and the phone calls we took during that song that say you should date him. Who cares? Date him. 34. I still sleep with it. I wouldn't read into it. I think it's adorable. Date him. The fact that he was willing to tell you that on the first date says everything about him. Date him. I slept with my childhood Peter Rabbit blanket for sentimental value. I was so attached to it until my husband accidentally sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner, and I was devastated. Sensitive type. This guy is awesome. Date him. Date him. Date him.
That is kind of true. It does show that he's like kind of sensitive and sentimental as well.
Yeah, that's true. Like, like if we have kids, he'll like care about the things that we give him. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
have kids. I
I
love
know,
where you're
she's
going with
running
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
He stuck around after you said that your uncle was abducted by an alien, huh?
You guys are meant for each other.
That's true. We can watch alien docs with his childhood blanket.
Right.
How long ago did your uncle say he was abducted by an alien?
Oh, you're so stuck.
I mean, was this like in the 80s,
you know-
90s, 10 years ago, recently? Just ballpark.
He's always told us that, like, since childhood, I would say. So, like,
In the 60s or 70s?
Yeah, like
Okay.
90s.
Okay.
Up 90s, but I would say there was a resurgence of information when that whole thing happened at the Pentagon, and they like confirmed
Okay.
alien
All right.
aircraft.
Okay. All right, Willow.
So
Everybody says you should date him except one person only one person said serial killer vibes. But other than that, everybody else thinks it's adorable and you should date the guy who sleeps with a blankie. I'd like to take date him or dump him a step further, but we need your help. You know who you are. The one who still sleeps with a stuffed animal or a blanket. Now, it's clear that many adults do this. That's not where LauRen and I want to go with this conversation. Instead, we find it hysterically funny and cute to hear the names of your stuffed animals and your blankies because we got so many text messages from people using their stuffed animals' names. Like Carla says, I'm 43 and I still live with my childhood stuffed animal, Mr. Wrinkles. Somebody else says, I have a blankie. It's disgusting. It's old, and I call it Spots.
There's probably spots all over it.
Somebody said, I read this one earlier. Peter Rabbit is my blankie. I have a blankie whose name is Blanky Blanky. In quotes.
Okay.
Where's Blanky Blanky?
Blanky, blanky.
So
Dallas had Bunny, remember? And
yeah, and tell everyone what happened to Bunny.
Jackson destroyed Bunny.
Hold on a minute, though.
Ripped him apart like thread for thread.
It's funny though because Dallas gave it to Jackson, your son, as with the hopes of it being a sentimental pass down. And hey, buddy, this is Mr. What was his name?
It was Bunny.
Bunny. This is Mr. Bunny, and I'm gonna give him to you.
He plays music. I've had him since I was a baby. You're gonna love him.
And how long before Godzilla destroyed him?
I don't know, 2 nights. Then he decided he didn't want Bunny anymore, so he ripped all of the stuffing out and tore it apart. And I was able to have it kind of put back together. Like Bunny is still open at the belly, but I was able to save some of the rest of it.
Okay, Bunny surgery. You want to hear something sweet? I still have it. It's in Dean's room. It's my childhood bear named Deedly because he played music, and when I was a kid, I thought it made the Deedly sound, like it's saying "go to sleep" with a music box. Well, the music box broke, and I remember Dean was like 2 or 3, and he called me crying because Deedly's music box broke.
And right there, that is the difference between your boys and my boys.
Yeah, Godzilla destroyed Bun Bun because he didn't have time for nonsense.
And your son is like so sensitive and sweet. I'm like, what am I doing wrong over here?
Nothing. Your kids are going to get the parking spot at the mall where Dean's going to sit there and wait for 15 minutes till somebody lets him in. So, LauRen, a lot of people are calling in and texting in. Someone says, I had a sophisticated looking bear. I named him Dr. Bear because he was very sophisticated looking.
Okay.
I've had him since I was a kid. I'm 33. Someone else says...
Do y'all pass these down to your kids?
Yes. Yep. Here you go. I still have my buddy doll named Lucky. My 2-year-old now sleeps with him.
Oh,
it's 37
cute.
years old. I have a bear named Checker, and my daughter is 23 and has a bunny named Rosie. Let's see. Snuggle Bunny.
I love a snuggle bunny.
My son is Night Night. My son's toy is stuffed animal is Night Night. How about this one? My stuffed animal is named Brownie, and it's a paint horse named Brownie. Good morning, Maney and LauRen. What's the name of your stuffed animal?
Roll over, rough over.
Roll over, rough over?
Roll over, rough over.
Okay, that's a mouthful, but
Is it a dog?
It is a dog. I've had it since I was like 4, and my son now loves it to death, and it kind of just goes room to room whenever somebody needs a pick-me-up.
A little pick-me-up, yes. So LauRen is sitting here shocked that your children, like mine, are not destroying these stuffed animals and ripping up the shreds.
I'm doing something wrong
no,
in my
you're
house.
not doing anything wrong.
My children are feral.
Thank you. They are not. He was young when he destroyed Bunny. He wouldn't do it now.
Wouldn't he? I wouldn't give it to him again. Test that theory.
Let's see. Someone says, here's Bun Bun. It's seen better days. I'm 30 now. I don't sleep with it, but he stays in the guest bedroom. There he is. We're getting pictures.
He has seen better days.
Yeah.
Poor little guy. His nose is just gone.
Looks like Jack's got a hold of him, your
Yep.
son.
Mm-hmm.
The National Toy Hall of Fame has inducted its nominees. Remember, we went over the nominees a couple of weeks ago,
We
about a
did.
month ago. Now the National Toy Hall of Fame has inducted in
Now it's
Rochester,
official.
New York. It's official. Amongst those on the list included Apples to Apples, the game,
Mm-hmm.
Balloons, Choose Your Own Adventure books, Hess Toy Trucks. How are they not in?
How are balloons? Are balloons a toy?
It's on the list. Pokemon trading cards, remote control vehicles, Sequence, and the stick horse along with the trampoline are all not in the Toy Hall of Fame. Well, then what the hell is in the Toy Hall
Right.
of Fame? I think that's what we said weeks ago as well.
Speak like the devil. I'm sure that's already in there.
Happy to say that My Little Pony, Transformers, and Phase 10 were chosen by a combination of Players' Choice ballots submitted by members of the public and top picks of the National Selection Advisory Committee.
I loved My Little Ponies when I was little.
Ruby was into My Little Pony. She's not anymore, but you know there's a whole new cast.
Oh, yeah. I don't
There's-
expect the same ponies to be around from when I was little.
Zip, Pinkie Pie.
I don't know. I feel like Pinkie Pie might have been around.
Was Pinkie Pie around? And then, by the way, there's, don't tell me, there are, oh, God, I'm on the spot, so I'm not going to remember, but I should know this.
Let me help you. Use your words.
Yeah, so there's 3 types of ponies.
Oh.
There's, oh, my gosh. Give me a minute to think. Hold on. I
flying
should know this.
ponies?
Yeah, but they're called something.
Pegasus?
Yeah, Pegasi, Earth Pony.
Okay.
And then there's another one because I always intentionally would mess with Ruby and call the wrong ones out so that she would correct me. But I can't remember anymore because I'm shot. I got too much stupid stuff in my head. You know?
Because My Little Ponies is going to make your IQ higher.
No, I mean, I forget. Once you put something new in my head,
Oh, I'm the same way.
I lose something.
I'm a use it or lose it kind of girl.
I think it's a space pony, earth pony, and a Pegasi. I think those are the 3. I didn't know what Phase 10 was. It's a flip card game.
I don't know what that is either.
It's a game created in 1982 and is sold by Mattel. It's called Phase 10. So that made the Hall of Fame along with My Little Pony and Transformers. The other thing that was trending that was pretty funny is a dude on Wheel of Fortune gave the absolute most horrendous wrong answer because it's just like, A, it didn't work. It wasn't the right letters.
No.
And B, it's like it was so out of left field.
And the answer was so obvious.
All right, here we go. Here's what he said, and then we have the right answer. Listen to Wheel of Fortune.
Like to solve the puzzle?
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
The A is already showing on the last
So-
word, and it is so clearly.
All right, it can't be sausage.
Yourself a round of sausage.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm sorry, that's not it. Over to Katina.
I'd like to solve.
Okay.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah, give
There you
yourself a
go.
round of applause.
I'm terrible at Wheel of Fortune, and I knew that one.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
Like, what, sir? What?
Oh, someone says, as far as the My Little Ponies go, the princesses are alcorns, which are Pegasus unicorns.
There you go. The more you know.
Who knew?